Guy Prisco, your boy Prisco, Gator.
Sweet Pete.
Yeah, your boy Prisco. He is one of the things that Pete Prisco of CBS Sports does. He gets his picks for the coming weekend in early, and I think he does them on Wednesday. We didn't do it yesterday. Here is his pick for Lions and Buccaneers. Gator, this is your boy Prisco. This is a big game in terms of NFC dominance. Both teams have a lot of injury issues, yet they have fought through them. The Bucs are the top seed right now in the NFC because of Baker Mayfield. With Jared Goff also rolling up big numbers, this has the look of a game with a lot of points. I see the Lions winning a close one. Lions 35, Buccaneers 34. And thus is the first time I've ever seen our boy Prisco, your boy Prisco, pick the Lions. It's not true, but so your guys coming around.
And you and I feel pretty chesty about this one.
I actually do. I think this is going to be one of those, oh, that's right, everything's going to be okay kind of games, which happens every time they lose. It's clearly they're eventually going to lose 2 in a row. And even if they do lose 2 in a row, I don't think the season's over. Losing back-to-back games to Kansas City and Tampa would suck in the moment, and it would be crank up the sense of urgency moving forward. But the one thing I've discovered, if you go into the season, there's a really weird reaction. If you go into the season, you go, what do you think the Lions' record's going to be? Oh, 12-5, 11-6. I think they're going to go 10-7. I think they're going to go 13-4. If you make a pick like that, but then when they lose a game, you freak out. How did you think they were going to get to 11-6 without losing any games? You got to lose a game to get there. So unless you think your team is going undefeated, and if you really believe that you have the talent on the roster, there's no way we should lose a game, then freak out after every loss.
Well,
but
sure.
I feel like people will set an expectation, a reasonable expectation at the beginning of the year. But then when they lose a game, people will freak out.
So it's a 5.5-point spread right now. The Lions are favored by 5.5. The over-under is set at 52.5. Both teams have been scoring lots of points lately.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of interesting to look at that.
If you look at the Lions roster coming into the year, and didn't Vegas have them at 10.5 wins?
I think that was 12.
Okay, so you're looking at round that up to 11. Just be optimistic. So it was a reasonable expectation going into this year, given the schedule and the roster, that they were going to go 11-6. And even if you're super optimistic, 12-5, that means along the way you got to lose 5 games. Now,
that's right.
Is this one of the more losable games? I suppose it is. But Tampa's. I think we're dealing with how authentically good is Tampa. Bucky Irving looks great. Baker looks fantastic.
Well, but Bucky Irving is averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
He looks like an explosive back to me. In games I watched, I feel like Bucky Irving. Well, how about receiving? What do you got him in receiving since you got the stats in front of you?
Well, I have to click on that, and then I click on this. Receiving, he has 19 receptions on 19 targets for 193 yards. That's big for a running back to average 10 yards a reception. That's big.
He's a weapon.
But it's 3.3 per carry.
Yeah, interesting. I would have thought it was better than that.
So, but there it is. It's the screen game. The screen game is big. So you start to piece some things together.
Okay.
19 for 19 targeting Bucky Irving, but he's only completed 66% of his passes Baker Mayfield has on the season. Worry about the short stuff.
Yeah.
And that's where he's had to go because the receivers haven't been healthy all season long. He's had some guys healthy at different times, but this week it looks like it could be really rough for him with receivers. It's the short stuff. Watch out for the tight end. Watch out for the running backs out of the backfield.
I feel like the football gods might be doing us a bit of a solid to have a team with banged up receivers coming our way, given our secondary, here in Detroit. What we got going on in the secondary here in Detroit with guys either hurt or suspended. It's going to, Mike Evans might come back this week, which would be maybe the football gods aren't doing us a solid, but we're due a little break in that regard where our weakness aligns with our weakness because of injury aligns with somebody else's weakness because of injury.
So the running backs, this is interesting. So 19 to Bucky Irving. He's thrown 16 passes to Rachaad White, the other running back, and he's completed 15 of those.
Yep.
So you're looking at 35 passes. That's 34 out of 35 passes that he has completed. That's an incredibly high percentage, but it's to the running backs. To everybody else, it's a different story. So look out for the short pass, and maybe that's. I just gave Dan Campbell the game plan. There you go. You're welcome.
You're that SMRT.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
Just stop their offense.
Just stop their offense. And Rashad,
hell of a game plan you got there, Gator.
Thank you. And Rashad White is averaging 4 yards a carry. So they split the carries up pretty evenly between those two running backs. So it's the short stuff.
Now, just a reminder, this is part of a Monday night doubleheader, so it is a 7 p.m. or 7:10 kickoff, I think, for this one's Lions and Buccaneers coming up on Monday night. As far as Baker, look, you just try and hit him. He's jumping around back there, joysticking his way around his own backfield.
I'm sorry, what?
Letting it fly, going from spot to spot. He's so impressive. But it's his ability to improvise that's really been impressive.
And Bucky Irving is actually doubtful for this game with a shoulder injury at this point.
Let's go. Let's get some breaks here.
Chris Godwin Jr., doubtful.
So the latest, what does it say about Evans?
Questionable. Evans and Ibuka are both questionable.
I mean, Ibuka could be Rookie of the Year.
He's really good.
Yep.
But we knew that.
We did see it, did we not?
Yeah.
Do you think Detroiters are chesty about this game? And because I feel like it's scary that we're both chesty about a game where there's a 6-1 opponent.
I think most of Detroiters are going to be chesty about this. I'm not sure if everybody's buying into the Tampa hype.
Okay. They don't think they're authentically that good.
Right. A couple of years ago when Lions first made the playoffs, when they beat Tampa in the playoffs, they also beat them during the regular season that year. And then last year, Tampa beat the Lions at home. Here in Detroit's home. I think Tampa's a good football team. Don't get me wrong. I just think the Lions are ready to ring the bell. And they're ready to go for it again. You score in the high 30s and just take care of business.
This kind of feels like a Jack Fox, your services won't be needed kind of game.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Hopefully. We'll see. It looks like Taylor Decker could return. Everybody's thinking he's going to return to practice tomorrow. Which would be welcomed addition to this team to get him back. We'll see, how healthy they really are over the next couple of days. Keep in mind that Sunday that's another day. That's a walkthrough day. We talked to Jared Goff about it, and it's, it gives them another opportunity, an extra day to get healthy before the game on Monday night. So I think this is a good opportunity for the Lions to see some to see some welcome faces back on the team.
So, if I'm going to be think of, all right, if somebody was mining for criticism of the Lions, and we know that that exists out there, the criticism is the two best teams they played, Green Bay and Kansas City, they've averaged 15 points a game.
Well, are those the two best teams they've played? We forget about Baltimore already?
They're 1-5.
Okay, do you think people really think Baltimore is a bad team though? Well, again, the record is what the record is.
They are banged up, and the injuries, it felt like they started to compound in the Detroit game when they had guys out. But I mean, that could be the retort. But if somebody says, "Hey, look at the two good teams they've played this year, 15 points a game,"
hook them.
Kang, what would you say to that criticism?
Hook them.
So you don't think it's that big a deal?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay. So this is a chance to prove otherwise, though, right? Because you've got a Tampa team that is 5-1, and you beat Tampa, and your offense looks like your offense does. That criticism go away?
No, I think absolutely. Look, Tampa's 5-1. There are two teams in the National Football League that are 5-1, Tampa and Indianapolis. And you could look at Tampa and say, well, they're in a bad division. Okay, fair enough, but they are playing good football. And Baker Mayfield is absolutely resurrected his career in Tampa Bay. They are offensively, they are talented when they're healthy. The question is, how healthy are they going to be? Now, if you're going to tell me that Baker Mayfield's going to have Ibuka and Mike Evans to throw to, They've got some guys to go to, particularly when the Lions secondary is as banged up as it is. I'm giving you reasons why the Tampa's a good team. That all being said, I still think it's a gut feeling, right?
Yep.
I feel like the Lions are gonna have an opportunity to really light things up offensively. I think they're pissed about what happened last week. I don't buy into the statistics when it comes to the probability. Hey, this team hasn't lost back-to-back games since blank. I don't care about that as much. I think it's just circumstantial in a lot of cases.
Because you're good. When you're good, you don't lose.
Yeah,
you don't lose a lot. So hence,
exactly. Yeah. And it depends who you're playing and when you're playing them and all that. I think this team is really pissed about what happened in Kansas City.
Yeah, I know. I think that you're right about that.
They want the opportunity to get back out there on the field and let everybody know that's not who we are. We're a team that finishes drives. Like if I were to bet on something, I might bet on the Lions on the opening drive touchdown because they are going to finish when they couldn't finish last week.
I want to see if I can get odds on Jack Fox over under 1/2 a punt. We'll talk some NFL next. Karsch and Anderson, 97.1.